There are two ways in which you can add your clients to Client Manager. You have the option to import your clients, or you can create a single client from just hitting New here. So if I wanted to create a new client, I would just start by typing in their first name, their last name, middle name, title. If you wanted to title this something, sometimes if you want to title them as a lead or something different, you can create a title for them. And then we will need just some basic information for this individual. So when you run a quote, it automatically populates their tobacco status, their gender, their date of birth as well. So just make sure that you type in all of this information. Some of it is optional, so the social security number, the phone number, email address. In order to run a quote though, we will need their state and also their zip code here. Again, this is just so we can run that search for them. But if you wanted to type in any additional information here for that individual, you certainly can. And then just hit save. And then once you hit save, you can add some additional information for this particular client. So in your show current products, you can also enter in what type of in-force products that they have. So if they're on a Medicare supplement plan, what plan type are they on? What is their carrier? How much are they paying a month? That way you can easily review them each year when they come up on any of their renewals. So if you wanted to put in their Medicare Advantage, their dental, their vision, hospital indemnity, final expense, any of the quoting products that we support, you can type in their current in-force products, and then just make sure you hit save here at the bottom. Then you can exit out. Once you start running quotes for an individual within their client profile, you will be able to see your quote history for them. So it will just give you the last time that you ran a quote for them, what type of quote is it, and then it will give you the option to rerun that quote. When you do run a Medicare supplement quote for somebody, if you wanted to always apply that household discount to the quote, you can do that as well. From a client profile, you can also run a new quote. So if you hit new quote, it will then allow you the option to launch a new quote for that individual. So really simple and easy to add your clients to this. And then if you ever needed to go in and review a client, you can just click on that client name, see the information that you have, and again, it will give you that quote history for that individual. The second way to import clients is to just import them using an Excel file or a CSV import. So you can do a browse or a drop here. So in order to see what those files look like in the format that you need, within the training guide section, we do have a client import example, so you can see what those fields look like. And I can give you an example here on what those look like. So this is just the outline of the different column headers that you would need. So if you did want to import them, having their first name, their last name, gender, date of birth, and there are a way that you can import their MedSup plan, premium, company, and household discount as well. So here I have just an example of a test file that I'm going to upload for just a handful of individuals. Again, this could be a lead list that you import. This could also be just your client list. So I'm just going to do a basic import, first name, last name, gender, date of birth, tobacco, and zip code. So I'm just going to browse for that file here on my computer, select the file and hit open. It will try to automatically map my column headers for me. So you can see here, these are all the different column headers. You can tell it automatically mapped my zip code, my date of birth, my gender. So the only ones that I need to map here is first name and then last name. So I will just drag my first name to first name and then last name. Just scroll down here just a little bit here to find my last name, and then I can just hit map headers and upload. So then my clients will upload here for me. You will see once I have uploaded them, they're selected here. I do have a no data. That just means I'm missing some information for this particular individual. So initially I just uploaded their zip code. So if there's any missing data for them based upon that upload, I can just go into that particular client's profile and then add any additional information that I need to after my initial upload. So if I click on Pamela Roberts, I have her zip code. I just need to go ahead and add her state. So just make sure that when you are uploading your different files, you have the correct criteria in order to be able to run that quote. So again, the two options for adding a client is one, either importing them from your from an Excel file or adding a new client here. One last option, if you wanted to do it this way, the first time that you run a quote for an individual, instead of when you select them from your applicant drop-down menu, if you did want to create a new client from here, you can just create a new client and then start by typing in their information here when you're running a quote, and then that client would then appear in your client manager. So some different options there for adding clients into Client Manager.